Hello, someone liked the live. Hello, who's this? Just restarted it because it was just dead. So yeah, just I don't know what's going on with this algorithm. It's just basically my lives just aren't really doing that well. And hello, Freak Bob. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, just tried restarting because my life's just not really hardly being shown to anybody, it seems. So yeah, not great. So hopefully it does better this time. Let's see how this goes. So I wanted to try and build this up and build a community where we share information, wisdom and all that with people, help people to help inspire people to be the best self and all that. So that's what I'd like to do on here, but it's kind of difficult when you don't really have much of an audience. It can be, you gotta just try and do it regardless, and hopefully maybe someone might appreciate what you're doing. But yeah, there's people out there that do appreciate it. Just I don't know. It's just maybe it's a bad time, but I thought there'd at least be a few people around. So I don't know what happened to a lot of my old viewers. They seem to have just dropped off. But oh well. Hello Tiki. Hello Jazreel. How you doing? Can you subscribe if you are new here, people? It seems like they're pushing it out to a few more people now, so hello, subscribe if you're new, like the live, all that good stuff if you don't mind. So Tiki says, how's your day going? Not too bad, thank you. Where are you from, by the way? So yeah, like I said, I'd just like to talk about health and well-being on here and things like that. Living your best life and sharing tips with people. That's what I like to do. Been really getting into like the fitness and all that, so getting into health. I like to learn stuff about health and fitness and Z, what about you and UK? Yeah, so I like to look into health and fitness. I like to learn about the body, the mind, how to improve it. I mean, there's so many people are like far from their potential, and I'm like, I just see all these people walking around. I'm like, I just see like a lot of wasted potential. It's kind of sad to see, really, but yeah, it's like some of them, they know that they could be doing better, but they decide to just take the easy way out, and I think that's something I want to stress here, that is that taking the easy way out is just going to lead to misery in the long run. It's not actually going to really make you really happy in the long run. You're going to look back in the future probably and think, I could have actually done something with my life. I could have actually took care of my health. I could have worked in a business that I enjoy and actually inspire people. I could have done so much more, and then it's like you're just going to be kicking yourself because you know that you could have done more. When you're like on your deathbed, it's like, are you really going to be on your deathbed and think, I could have done way more? It's not really a situation you want to be in, is it? You want to look back and think, I'm proud of all my achievements and what I've done. So you got to think about this, like, is that something you really want to be letting happen? Because it's really up to you. You can either choose to be complacent, or you can choose to be proactive. I'd rather be proactive and try to actually do something. Like I said, I'm planning to move to Southeast Asia, and I'm gonna set my life up over there, because that's where I feel called to be going. That seems to be where all the opportunities are, like for living a better life with cost of living and things like that. So and maybe potentially more networking opportunities. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like there's not really a lot of that here. Like a lot of people just don't seem to really want to help each other. There's just this kind of mindset here. There's this culture where the people are just all out for themselves for the most part. How's it going, Metpo? How are you doing today? Can you speak English, please? Anyway, subscribe if you're new here, people. Are you still there, Tiki? How are you all doing this morning, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Can we get this shout out? Thank you for the 3 likes, everybody. So, yeah, just, the thing is, I want to be like my authentic self and not be fake. And there's a lot of people out there that just want to, you know, get really successful really quickly by just being fake, and that's also going to screw them over in the long run. I was talking about this last night, how a lot of these, you know, like clout chasers, and they're just trying to get as much fame and money or whatever as quickly as they can. But the problem with that is that it's going to be short-lived. I believe and they're just going to look back and hopefully maybe they'll look back and think, you know what, I fucked up. Because then, do they actually have a conscience, these people? Will they ever actually think about like what they've done? Maybe not. But thing is though, it's like I'd rather be able to look back and think, you know, I'm actually proud of what I've done. I'm actually, you know, I've actually made a lot of achievements in my life, and not just being complacent and just let life happen to me. I'm not just going to let life happen to me. I'm going to actually make life happen. I'm going to make things happen instead of just letting things happen. Yeah, it's just kind of like if you're a man, you're expected to actually make things happen. Whereas for a woman, it's like you're kind of just, as long as you're somewhat pretty, and you don't even have to be that pretty. You can just be average, as long as you're not obese or anything like that, and you're as long as you're, you know, an okay person, and you know things happen to you. You know, you get a lot of, you know, attention. You get lots of friends. You get all this and that. You know, but for a lot of men, is that they have to go out and get things. They have to actually put themselves out there. You know, they have to take risks. You know, women just generally don't have to do that so much. They can land a successful man as long as they just do everything right. I'm not saying this to try and be all, you know, jealous or anything like that. I'm just saying that's what it is. That is what's expected of men. That you're expected to, you know, sort of, you know, be this way, like, and if you want to actually, you know, be successful in dating, you want to be successful in life in general, you're going to have to put a lot of work in. You know, you have to, you know, if you want a good woman, then, you know, you're going to have to probably, you know, do some workouts and stuff, and you're going to have to try and, you know, get in good shape. I think with women is like they have a bit more leeway with like what they can actually get away with, because with women it's like their body fat percentage can say, like, they can look good at, say, you know, 20% body fat, but they can also look good at, say, 30% body fat. And it's like, whereas for men it's like they might look good at, say, 10% body fat, maybe 15% body fat. So there's really less leeway in terms of what's, you know, seen as attractive. And because, you know, it's kind of the thing with men, it's like the way that they store fat and all that, and it can, you know, where men would tend to store it in their gut, but they also would store it in their face, which on a man doesn't necessarily look so good. So the thing is like a lot of men that think they look ugly or whatever, it's like they might just not have gotten lean enough, and they haven't actually gone through that kind of process of, you know, going through a cut to a point where they can actually, and you can see a bit of the, you know, like you can see that there. It's like you know, it's just when you get to a certain level of leanness, your facial definition starts to come through a bit more. So, and it's just, but with women, it's like, they don't have to worry too much about that, because in fact, sometimes men prefer a little bit of a, kind of, baby face, shall we say. So they don't have to like worry too much about getting too lean or anything like that. And they also don't have to worry about getting too, they don't really want to get too muscular either, because that's not going to do them really any favors, hardly. So yeah, maybe if they work on their glutes, but it doesn't really matter that much for them. It's not like a big deal. It's like men seem to be expected to, have more going on for them. They're expected to make more money. They're expected to, be more confident. They're expected to be more stoic and not reactive. It's like there's a lot of pressure on men, especially nowadays, to be a certain way. And like I said, I'm not saying that to complain or be jealous or anything like that. I'm just saying that is just what it is. And if you want to actually be, if you want to be successful as a man, you're going to have to put the hard work in. And you can't be like, bitter about because some people have it easier than you. There's people that have it far harder than you. It's what it is. You can't compare yourself to other people like, oh, but I have it so much more difficult. Thing is, if you have something difficult and you have to work for something, you actually are going to appreciate the payoff a lot more. Like, for example, if you ride your bike up a hill that's about, let's say it's 10%, 15% gradient, and it's like goes on for like go up like 100 meters or whatever, 200 meters up a climb, and it's going to be, you're going to struggle a bit, but when you get to the top, you're like, oh wow, it's so great to be able to be up here. I've really earned that. But if you just went up on a motorbike, you're not going to appreciate it because you didn't actually earn it. It's just the same kind of thing, really. It's like we tend to appreciate the things that we have to work for. It's just, that's just life. But so when you see someone have it easier than you, it's like, and if you're jealous of them and bitter about it, well, the thing is, they're probably not going to appreciate what they've got that much. That's just what it is. Like, for example, like some people might struggle with pull-ups. Like, for example, I struggle with pull-ups, but when I was actually able to do my first pull-ups, that was like it felt like such an achievement. Like I was actually finally getting somewhere, because it took so long to get to that point, because I was struggling because of my height, or because I was my height was working against me. But for the people who had it so easy, it's like, okay, big deal, I can do pull-ups, and then they can just do more and more reps, and it's like, yeah, big deal, I can do 2 pull-ups, I can do 3. But it's like, but for the person who naturally wasn't really able to do it to begin with, it's going to be a lot better sense of achievement once you're actually even able to just do 1, versus the person who can do 10, whose genetics are more gifted for that. Everyone's got their own leverages and stuff, but yeah. But that's my point, that you can't compare yourself to others, and quite often those that had it easy, that they're not necessarily going to appreciate it. In fact, a lot of the people who had things come to them too easily, they end up depressed, they end up feeling kind of like, I don't know, because they've never actually been through any struggle. I think that we do need to have some struggle in life in order to appreciate the fruits of our labor. It's like we need to actually have the labor. We can't just have the fruits, if you get me. You have to, so yeah, that's what I would say. Anyway, who's here then? There's no one really chatting. It's just kind of dead in here, but yeah. Okay. Whatever. Trying to actually have a talk about stuff, and then there's no one really interacting with me here. No one really kind of chiming in with anything to, bounce off. So I don't know. There's people just lurking there and not saying anything. So I mean that's fine a lot, but it would be nice to have someone to bounce off. Because sometimes when you have people to bounce off, then it's like it gives you more ideas on things, and you give each other ideas. So yeah, how's everybody doing? About 4 people here apparently, but no one's really saying anything. So I'll just come and say hello if you don't mind. Like let's see who's here. Don't know where all my regulars are, because usually by now we get a couple of the regulars coming in, but I'll just check out the watch page, because maybe it's not showing up or something. Like I don't know what's going on, but sometimes the live chat stops showing, and I miss a bunch of comments. So I should probably just have the watch page on every time I go on, so then I don't miss any comments. So let's just have a look and see if there's anything there. Sorry if I missed anything. No, not missed anything. So yeah, so it's just no one's talking. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's 3 people it's saying. So I don't know what's going on, because maybe someone could say something, and it would be helpful. But yeah, oh well. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. If you want to ask anything, put it in the chat. Let's keep it appropriate though. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here today, really. It's just very, very quiet. Yeah. I don't want to have to restart again, because that's no good. I shouldn't be having to do that. Is there anybody there? Come say hello if you're watching. It's just completely gone dead. Makes me wonder if I should just start up a new channel, just because it might be completely just, I don't know, there's just hardly anyone watching it anymore. It's just not much interaction going on with it. I don't even know what to do at this point. It just isn't really working. I don't know. It's just disappointing, really, when you've got 1,000 subscribers and like 1 person here. I know like some people might be busy or whatever, but it's a bit disappointing, really. Maybe it'll pick up later, who knows. I don't know. But yeah, if anyone's here, can you just like say something? It's kind of strange how there's someone just lurking there not saying anything. So I was just trying to talk about stuff, and then like no one's interacting, so I don't really want to have to restart constantly, but I'll do what I've got to do. Right. Yeah, so this doesn't seem to be working, so yeah, I'm going to start up a new one. So yeah, if you're there, just come back in a second.